Here are some common fears that keep us from opening up and block our ego from discerning and really opening up and being a psychic medium. The first one is possession. We're afraid that we'll be taken over, that we won't have full control. We're also afraid to see unwanted things because we so want to connect with divine and we want to experience seeing and feeling and hearing divine, but it's not convenient before bed or going down a dark hallway. So we're kind of mixed signals to divine in terms of how willing and when, and we think that if we open up, that it'll be inconvenient, that we'll be doing so in the mall and in crowds and grocery shopping, and that's not true. We have full control. We have this ability to be like an on and off switch. It's called boundaries. It's called using your willpower and intention, and I'm going to show you how. The first one is creating a sacred space. When we set ourselves up, when we connect with our inner being, where our metaphysical senses are, that is the way in which we can discern and communicate with divine. But if we're only experiencing things from an external environment, what we see and feel, then we're giving our power away. We're not actually being present within our inner being. And we can use our solar plexus, which is our power center, to really rev up that intention and ground ourselves. And as we open our heart, we can really establish with a prayer affirmation that we are safe. I often call upon Archangel Michael, who reminds us that we are eternal souls, that we are always forever protected and abundant. And I see that etheric sort of light as just sort of like waving around me, saying that it's cutting through any lies or illusions that I tell myself or any fear-based energy that's in the room that's unwanted. That's just my way of doing it. I literally breathe in this love and light. I feel my solar plexus, my willpower, and my ability to remember who I am. And I feel like that is an empowering state. That's a spiritual empowerment state. And it's an emotion, not of fear, but of I got this, and I know I'm one, and I know I'm protected. I think when we play in that energy, there's no such thing as having to shield or protect, because that just means that you're in fear that something's going to take you over. I feel also that we have full control because it is our conscious, it's our willpower and our right to become conscious of things wanted or unwanted. We can turn a blind eye, we can mute things. We're very powerful, we're very good at that. Unhealed wounds, we could have a shadow self and never uncover it. So we have the ability to really become conscious when it's aligned with our free will. I think that setting boundaries is about having a sacred prayer, and the 4 steps that you want to do is ask for protection. I call upon Archangel Michael, and then you ask for help because you know you don't do it alone. You ask for help in alignment with God's will, so you don't limit it and just ask for a spirit guide or a power animal or an angel. You allow that beautiful oneness to be a big part of how you set yourself up for that beautiful joyful experience going into the invisible world. Set yourself up to have that support from love and light. That means don't limit yourself by just calling upon your guides or a particular counsel. You really want to open up in alignment with God's will and allow it to be safe, allow me to be a pure channel to love and light. Really use those words, because that's the third part. It's all about intention. Having the intention on who you will to come through in alignment with your will and God's will. And the other part of that is about asking for help, means that you're getting out of your ego and you're open to receiving. And then the 4th step is all about really feeling gratitude and appreciation for the connection, not waiting until it has in anticipation, but expectation, having it come to you now. I feel like when we just will it to be happening in a place that comes from a feeling nature, like we just know in our hearts love and light, and we're so appreciative of that connection, I feel like you're just setting yourself up for that intention to actually happen. So practice this. And discernment. So sometimes we are stuck in fear and we close our heart in fear, and we're not realizing that the external signs and synchronicities or that there is divine beings around us that are loving. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way because we haven't become conscious of how we receive information and how they're working. Deceased loved ones have ego, but they have love and intention. Ego means that they might actually not wait until you ask for help before they step in. They could have their own ego because they might be saying, oh, I'm here, I know you're thinking about me. Or it could be a loved one saying, oh, stop worrying about this. And, we could have these paranormal activities happening around us, which could be very unsettling and nerving. So if you are having those experiences, then speak to somebody who's open, a warrior of light, or somebody who could support you on cleansing your environment, but also equipping you with the skills and the mindset that you need to connect with your power, your intention, and that heart-centered love. Because really, if we have a good inner compass and we open up and we're doing that sacred prayer, there really is, you're setting yourself up for a successful, joyful practice. And you're not allowing anything but love and light to be in your presence. So practice that discernment so that you'll know the difference. And I teach this in a 9-week course. It is so incredible. The journey is coming up in May. There's 2 full weeks that we work on overriding the ego and working on the blocks of opening up and allowing that part of us, that fear, the doubt, the insecurities, to put them to rest and open up and feel into divine and live from your soul. So join me for that journey. The information is below. Blessings.